Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are just north of Moab, Utah, ready to hit the hay. Looks like we got more trucks parked around us than I remember it being before. Anyways, let's go to bed so we can get up first thing in the morning, because we got a load of TVs to get up to Boise, Idaho. Some cash coming in, which is always nice. You can watch that scroll across, but I'm going to go ahead get our Mack truck fired up here. We are full of fuel, so we're ready to go, I do believe. What time does that need to be delivered today? Okay, they expect it by 8 o'clock tonight. Once we get rolling here, we'll soon find out what our ETA is for arrival. I gotta refresh my memory. Let's see. 36,000 pounds of TVs we do have with us. Mosey on out of here. I think we're good to go, and right now we're expected to get there somewhere around 4:30 this evening, so that is just before our quitting time, but I'm pretty sure we might dig into that a little bit and get there a little bit early. Will we do a turn and burn out of Boise? I guess it all depends on how I feel and exactly what time it actually is. So let's just get on the road and get on up there. So the other thing that could happen today, I think it's going to be kind of a stretch, is hitting level 21. And that's going to be kind of important for us because that'll allow me to put the side skirts on that I need to in order for my paint job to work as intended. But that's not the big thing. We have upgraded our Mack truck quite a bit. Was that last episode? Yeah, I think it was last episode. It definitely was. So yeah, the only thing I kind of forgot really, but I think I'm going to dig into it more when we do the paint job, is to make sure I got everything upgraded. I think I need to upgrade my tires as well, because last episode it rained and my tires were not the greatest. So I need to go ahead and upgrade that. The dual exhaust pipes, definitely need to work, get those up and going. What's the speed limit? 80 miles an hour? Okay, so we'll just go ahead and cruise at a really good speed here. 80 miles an hour, that's going to really allow us to get to Boise a little bit quicker today. That's for darn sure. So that is just pretty much what we're doing today. Get up to Boise and we'll find out. Oh, I'm already getting off the interstate already. Alright, so much for setting the cruise control for 80 miles an hour. Although it could be the same up here. Let's slow down. We got, fragile cargo back. I don't know if it's fragile or high value cargo. I would say fragile. I wouldn't really consider high value cargo, but I guess if he had if it's full of that many TVs back there, I guess it could be high value cargo. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, 65. All right, we'll cruise at 65. So we're back in Utah. Spent a lot of time here at the beginning of the series because we are based out of Salt Lake City. But really haven't been here that much. I mean, I think we cruised through once or twice briefly. But I think we'll have a few, maybe like 150, 200 miles through here. 471, yeah, I would say like maybe 250 miles through Utah today before we get up into Idaho. That's good. Let's put the cruise on. I'll probably catch this traffic because it looks like there's a truck up there, so I'll probably catch up to him in no time flat. So our money situation is looking pretty good, although we do have 4 loans. It is what it is, but we should have no problem keeping up with that. And the drivers we have, hopefully, I didn't pay attention when we woke up this morning to see if any of the drivers leveled up, but I'm pretty sure maybe a couple of them may have leveled up. I'm going to be kind of curious to see the driver that took over for Harry P. A couple episodes ago, we fired Harry P. just because I'm not sure what he was up to. He just wasn't bringing in the money per mile like everyone else was. Not really sure why. And he was our first driver that we hired. He just wasn't just pulling his weight. So off he went. So I'm kind of interested to see. The last driver we hired is the one that took over his job. So I want to be kind of interested to see once he gets going a little bit. See if he brings in more than, we're just going to say $1.10. That's what Harry P was kind of bringing in, was like $1.10 a mile, and everyone else was bringing like $1.50 plus. So I'll have to see how that gets along once he gets a little more skill points on him. Salt Lake, that's where we're based out of. So I've said this a lot before we took out the loans and bought garages or whatever. But people leaving comments on those videos as to why didn't I just upgrade the garages we already had. So, sorry if I'm repeating myself to most of you out there, but for those who left those comments, I'll explain again. We are playing on Realistic Economy. That is a mod. And if I wanted to upgrade the garages that we already had, that would cost me $100,000 each to upgrade the garage. It'll give me 2 more slots. What we did was we bought a, well, I don't want to say new garage, but we bought a small garage for $90,000. So it's $10,000 cheaper to buy a new garage, small garage, and it gives me 3 truck slots. So I'm paying $30,000 per truck slot rather than $50,000 per truck slot. So that's why we bought new garages instead of upgrading the ones we had to a 5-truck garage. Alright, so that being said and done, hopefully that if those people are still watching, keep leaving comments on there like, why didn't you just upgrade the garages you already had? Just to get more truck slots. That's the reason why. So anyways, now that's out of the way. Yeah, so when we hit level 21, like I said, we're going to probably jump into the garage, truck stop somewhere or whatever, and upgrade the truck a little bit more. I did most of it, the most expensive stuff, obviously, putting the cab in. Oh, yeah, now, for some reason, I kept saying we went from a 48-inch to a 70-inch cab, and I kept saying that's the height. I don't know why I had height on my mind. It's actually the depth of the cab behind us, so like back there. Yeah, only being 48 inches, that'd be 4 feet tall. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. That doesn't make no sense. So, yeah, someone did comment like, dude, that's the depth of the cab, not the height. I was like, what did I say? So I went back, watched the video. I was like, why was they saying that's the height? That doesn't make, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you've been around the channel long enough by now that you people know me. I'm just a bumbling idiot that plays ATS once or a couple times a week. All right, so how are we doing? 55 miles an hour is the speed limit. I mean, seeing that arrival time is like at 4:30, is there really a rush to get to Boise? Because really, by the time I drop off the TVs and go pick up a load somewhere, it's going to be 5 o'clock, which we all have to quit. So unless we get there before 3 o'clock, I can't really see us doing a turn and burn when we do that. So right now, just keep an eye on the ETA. If you start seeing it get, you know, where we get there before 3 o'clock, then we'll probably do a turn and burn. But if it's after that, we'll probably just, you know, kick back, relax the rest of the afternoon, and walk around Boise and call it a day. No sense of turning around that quick, and I'll only be able to go. Well, being that quick, you know, what I'm saying is, if I can pick up a load at 4 o'clock and hit the road, I got to find a rest area within the next hour. That's going to be kind of rough to do. The other thing I probably should mention is, right now, I'm just having one of those nights, you know, where it's like, okay, it's a work night for me, and it's like, okay, yeah, I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to, you know, get ready and do the stuff I need to do to go to work. And so I went to bed, and I just laid in bed, and I could not fall asleep. So I said, you know, I'm not one. I hate laying in bed, and I don't know who else is like this. Probably most people, but you lay in bed, you know you need to get some sleep, but you just can't sleep. And after a while, I just say, screw it. If I'm just going to sit there and toss and turn, I might as well get up and do something. So I'm recording this. Well, I started setting up at 2:30, so it's probably like maybe 2:45-ish right about now. So by the time I end up finish this recording or whatever, it's probably going to be close to 4 o'clock in the morning, which means I'll have to get up in an hour and a half, so I may not even go to bed at this point. So, but the commentary should be kind of interesting, because I've been up, you know, all day long, so who knows what the heck I'm going to say as I drive along here. Part of me, I don't think we're actually going through Salt Lake, but part of me would like to stop at Salt Lake just to look at our, I think they actually call it a tiny garage. So the first garage you get when you start the game, it's not considered a small garage, because a small garage is a 3-bay garage. So I think the single truck garage is considered a tiny garage. I even forgot what it really looks like. Where am I going in Boise? We're going to Best Buy. But I will be kind of, I'm getting kind of excited about getting close to me having the paint job on here, just because a white truck is just, yeah. I'd rather have a red truck, and for those of you who know me, red is not actually my favorite color, anywhere close near to being my favorite color. It's probably like the last color I would maybe choose. But I definitely would choose red over white, just pure white. IHOP. IHOP actually sounds really good to me right now in real life. I could use some flapjacks right about now. Well, we are going towards Salt Lake City. I don't think we're actually going to through Salt Lake City. No cars are coming. Nope, nothing coming at all. Only 50 miles an hour. Nope, now it's 70. It's like 50 is kind of slow for an interstate. Provo, Utah. I think it's Provo. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Where's all the traffic in Utah? It is a Saturday morning, so you think the traffic would be starting to pick up. I have no idea. It's not like when we drove the I-15 or the I-25 out of Colorado all the way down to New Mexico. That traffic was busy on that interstate. Here, I don't know. No one to the left, no one to the right. Well, I do not like looking out that side mirror, I guess. Swerving off the out of my lane here and there. But we are going to get paid pretty good from these TVs today, so that's good. But I think, if I try to remember, it's like 2,000 XP that we need to hit level 21. We'll see how close we get. It looks like I'm getting off here, so I might want to get on over. No, we're just going through. Just that we're turning quite a bit here on the interstate. So we'll see how close we get to level 21 today, if not over. And then maybe it'll be more selective what trip I do next time. So it might be just a short trip so we get there and get the XP that we need to level 21 so we can finally get this thing upgraded all the way to where I need it to be. And then we'll be in the Mack truck, like I said, for a while before we change it on out and get a different brand truck. For those of you newcomers here who maybe, I'm starting to get a lot more newcomers to ATS and they're starting off in the middle of the series. So yeah, we're playing with realistic economy, which means the money doesn't come in as quick at all. And so basically, I think until we were like a level 9 or level 10, we were driving for other companies, but we did go ahead and get ourselves a loan and hire and buy some trucks. We got our own truck fleet on the road, but it took a while before I got my own truck. And we got ourselves a Volvo truck. And that was like from what, level 10 to like level 15, 16. Maybe it was even sooner than that, because I think we were in that Volvo for, I don't know, like 15 episodes or so. And then we got the Mack truck, and then of course, until last episode, the Mack truck that we had was the Mack truck we had until we upgraded it last episode. So about 10 episodes or so with that Mack truck. Now we upgraded to this one, so I'll have maybe a couple episodes with it looking like this, and then we'll get our paint job on there and just ride along, make some deliveries, bring in the cash. And at some point, we'll swap out the Mack truck for a different brand. Try to move them all around. As long as the money situation is good, then I'm good. I have no problem. I really don't care about making tons of money. I don't know how far I'm going to go into expanding our trucking company. But yeah, I think I'll just go. I mean, if I got the money, we'll just go ahead and get more trucks on the road. But I do have to keep in mind, we still owe like $1.85 million to the bank. So, Yep, and we're earning right now. I think at the end of the last episode we checked, and the company's like bringing in like 70 grand a week. So to pay out that 1.85 million, it's going to take a while. But of course, are you going to the port of entry? What are you doing there, car? Really? So, yeah, getting back to what I was saying, it's going to take us a while to pay off that $1.8 million if you're only bringing 70,000 a week. But our drivers will level up and, of course, start bringing in more cash, and we'll pay it off sooner and sooner and sooner. All right, so I'm going to guess 72,000 pounds. Oh, not too bad today. So I think our truck with a full tank of fuel weighs like 35,000. Maybe not as much, or maybe a little more. I have no idea. Somewhere in that ballpark. Come on, blue car. There we go. We are good. Let's get back up to speed. I'm surprised I actually got pulled over at that port, but I don't think I've been on this side of the interstate before, so maybe that's why we got pulled over. But technically, now, I'm in my home state. Not in real life. I'm talking about where we're based out of. We're based out of Salt Lake City. So you think the way stations around here be like, he's from Utah. Let's just let him go. He is fine. But no, they pulled me over. Pulled us over quickly. So I think we'll be taking this all the way. Oh, I'm starting to see Boise on the billboards signs already. We're only 250 miles out, so not that far. I had to say something, didn't I? I just had to say it. So... Alright, we will go around it, because that's what we should be doing. Alright, so it's got me turning around coming back. It's not adding that many more miles to the trip. So I must be going down there, must be an exit, and we're going to get off the exit, get right back on, go the other way, and take the on-ramp that way. So now we're on the north 15, and we're just going to get off, cut across, and head south 15 and get back on. Bear with us. Like I said, that setting there, I got so low, I'm actually surprised we see it as often as we do. And back on we go. I don't know, as long... I thought we'd be picking up a lot of time today. When I mean a lot of time, like an hour, hour and a half to our destination. But we're still sticking right around that 4:30 mark, aren't we? Which at this point, I'm just fine with. I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Shark-free aquarium. Okay. Now there's our loan payment of $6,012. That's too low of a gear. That's good. Sorry, I'm just still thinking about that billboard of a shark-free aquarium. I would think if you're going to an aquarium, that's one thing you probably would want to see is a shark. And a lot of different kind of sharks would be nice. So I should mention as well, just in case it has happened, but yeah, I'm recording this episode quite a ways in advance. I've been doing that quite a bit lately. I'm trying to give myself some free time to work on the Michael Mercury story, the movie that I'm trying to get on out there. So I'm still playing on the 1.4 version, right? It's 1.4. We're waiting for the 1.41 to come on out. So, but even if 1.41 did come out, I would not be playing on it now because I think that's going to reset the drivers. It'll reset your load back to your home garage and cancel any loads that you were doing. So if it did come out, I probably wouldn't update it until I complete my delivery, my load. And like I said, well, what I'll have to do when that does happen, I've done it before, is when I load the game in, it'll start me off in Salt Lake City. I'll have to teleport back to where we were so we can kind of continue like we should. Alright, I'm not going to try to bust my butt to get to Boise early because there's no point in doing so at this point. We're just not going to be able to turn and burn, I don't think. So we'll just cruise along here. I was hoping that wasn't a way station coming up. It looks like just a rest area because usually when you cross the state line, there's a port of entry or a way station right there where they'll call you in like, hey, you're not from here. Get your butt in here so we can weigh in. Hopefully get some fines from you and your money would go towards the town highways around here. But we're all just waiting to get to Boise today to find out, do we have the XP to get to level 21? And then it'll be a matter of, if we do, it still won't be until next episode before I pull into a garage and upgrade the truck and do everything that we need to do. See the helicopter over there, that usually means there's an accident somewhere. That's on the other side. Okay, we're all set. No, that truck is still out there. Everyone on the interstate behind us is probably complaining because I'm taking forever to pass another truck, so no one can go anywhere. But the rate I'm catching this truck, the bus in front of us, I'm pretty sure I'll be passing him shortly. Way station a mile ahead. I may have to punch it here. You know what, let's go ahead and get going. Because I got the feeling that I'm going to get pulled in. And I didn't. So we'll resume our speed that we were at so we can bypass. Thank you, Idaho. I'll stay out here just for a second to make sure no one is coming out of the way station and wants to enter the interstate. I'll give them the room. But once we get past, yeah, there's no one trying to get on, so we'll move on over. So another 150 miles and we will be in Boise. Then we just got to find the Best Buy and drop off these TVs and bring in, is it 4,000? Is that what we're... $4,415 is what we'll be bringing in. Nope, I want that. There we go. Got it all set. Keep hitting the wrong buttons today. And still no word on the Wyoming DLC. Whoop. Did not know that lane went down to 1, but that white car didn't want any part of me cutting him off, so thank you. That was all bad driving right there to that interchange. That was just like terrible. Maybe driving at 3 o'clock in the morning isn't the best idea I've ever had, but it's better than me tossing and turning in bed all night. It's always good to look over at the other drivers once in a while, like you do in real life. Like when you're on the interstate, every time you pass a car, someone passes you. Why do you always feel the need to look over to see who's who's driving the vehicle that's passing or the one that you're passing. I'm not saying every vehicle, but most of the time we always gotta look over like, yeah, who's in that car? Twin Falls. Seems to me, since I only got 100 miles to go, I should be there by, 2:30, I would think. Doing 70 miles an hour? Not 2:30. 3 o'clock. But at least, I still remember the first day I drove this truck. And looking at the side mirrors, I just was not in rhythm with it. I was so used to the Volvo truck to where the mirrors are much closer to the frame of the door. But now I've gotten so used to the side mirrors on this truck, not that bad at all. And way on down the road, by the time we change trucks again, I'll probably have to get used to those side mirrors. And if you're kind of wondering, well, what truck are you going to buy when you do swap this in, if you're interested, we don't know, basically. So when it comes time to trading in a truck, we pretty much just be like, all right, it's time to trade in a truck in whatever town we go to next, whatever dealership is there. That's the one we trade in for, unless it's the one that we've already had or have currently. So, and that's why we're in a Mack truck, because that was the dealership that was there. We didn't know what was there when we were going there, because it had a question mark, and we pulled in, it was a Mack dealership. But by the time we go trade this in, we might know what dealership is in the town we're going to. Like I said, that's going to be way on down the road, probably like episode 70-ish. 70, in the 70s, I would assume. All depending on how that yellow marker goes on down the bottom of the screen, which is the money. Money, money, money. I think actually the next step with the money will be purchasing another garage, small garage, and then filling that up with drivers, and then we'll save the money to go ahead and trade in the truck. $53 miles to go already. This day is just flying by. So now it says ETA is like at 3:30. Makes me want to think about turning and burning. I really hate this killing an hour and a half and not doing nothing in Boise. Nothing against Boise when I say that. I'm just saying I got an hour and a half left on my clock and I just don't want to waste it. Might be kind of stupid, but I'm wondering if it might be a thing where I might even get a load in Boise and deliver it right in town. Just have to shoot it across the city maybe and get some cheap experience points. But luckily that detour didn't bother us too much today. That's the only thing I was kind of concerned about when I saw that detour. Because this load needs to get there today, and I'm like, okay, our ETA is like 4 o'clock-ish, so if it's way out of our way, that could be an issue. But luckily we didn't have to go too far on down the road. I think it added, 10 miles to our journey, so not too bad at all. We are pretty much in Boise at this point. I mean, not technically yet, but we're 16 miles out, so it might be the next exit. Actually, if you look at the GPS, you can already see our destination flashing on the screen. That seemed really quick that we got here. Like this episode is going to be a quick one, maybe. When I mean a quick one, I mean like in the 40-minute range. Of course, like I said, we'll see what happens when we get here. We might do some turning and burning because it's now 3 o'clock. So that is possible. We can turn and burn if we get right back out of here. Of course, we'll have to see. I mean, I don't want to say we're only going to Best Buy, so it's not going to be that difficult of a delivery spot. I think the one that's probably the most challenging and fun for me is when we get to, it's not Union Pacific, is it? What's that called? Yeah, I'm just drawing a blank what it's called right now. But when you got to back up and around the corner, around those LP tanks, I like the challenge of backing up. You know, putting your trailer where it should be. Unless it's articulated, and it's like, yeah, I want nothing to do with it. Unless I really, really take my time. Well, while we're waiting at the stoplight, let's go ahead and have a quick look outside. One thing I probably should do, because I always forget to do, is take a screenshot. I always, you know, after recording, it's like, I need a screenshot. It's like, well, I'm already parked at the rest area. And I really don't like, before, I mean, when I used to play ATS or ETS2 without recording videos, when you drive along and you're like, oh, this is a scenic area, you get up, you know, you stop driving and you go into photo mode and go ahead and take yourself a nice little photo, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're trying to record a video. It kind of just ruins the flow of things, I think. Alright, so where are we going with this thing? I mean, it's somewhere right in front of us. Sorry, I'm just looking around here. Not looking at Cindy, I'm trying to look on the other side to see. It's in there somewhere, I think. I hope I'm going the right way to get in there. Have not a clue. I feel like I'm going the wrong way here. Like there's going to be an invisible wall as I go around. Or did I need to go all the way around like this? This is kind of different. If this was on like a modern map, I'd be like, okay, it makes some sense. But here, alright, I'm just driving in circles at this point. Alright, hang on a second. Alright, park and brake. And where am I going with this thing? Oh, that's the gate that slides open, and I missed it. Oh, I'm backing up the ramp. That's why I didn't see it. I was not expecting one up the ramp. All right. What are the odds? I've never tried this. What are the odds of me backing up to that gate? Are they going to open it until my trailer gets there? And the reason why I like to do it this way, because that way I can kind of see out my driver's side window. Reverse would be good. Now the problem is I can't see if the gate's opening or not. So, can you see this view here? Or this is a view I never really would use, but since I gotta see if the gate's actually opening. Oh wow, I'm not used to backing up like this. I'm turning the wheel the wrong way every which way. Is that going to open for us? It does open for you. Okay. I wasn't sure how the hitboxes work on that. Is it looking for the truck or the trailer work? I wasn't sure. How much room do I got on your side, Cindy? Can you see? No, you can't. Alright, so I probably didn't approach this the best way here. You know what? I don't think this is going to work. I'm not going to be able to hide it around that corner. Yes, I can. And you want to turn and burn? I don't think it's going to work the way you're backing in here. I hope that gate doesn't close right away. It does. Alright, no problem. But at least now I know now I'm backing in, I can see it a little bit better. Come on, open up. Thank you. It's a long gate. Sneaking around that concrete wall. I don't think this is the way I should be doing this here, but yeah, that wall is going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. I just don't have the room. Alright, I'm going to have to do this the other way, which is not that big of a deal. Missed the stop sign and everything. Yep, alright. I tried. Just can't quite do it. I hope that's not an invisible wall here. Those invisible walls will scare the crap out of you. Watch out for that tree. Almost clipped that tree back there. Alright. Almost had it in there. Probably if I was more experienced in that kind of a corner, I probably could do it. I just hate backing up this way because this using the mirror this way kind of sucks. As you can see what now you can see what I'm saying about this mirror. I just can't really. Hang on a second, let me just double check. What am I looking for here? In the mirror. I gotta see what I'm looking for inside in my mirror here. I'm on. Okay, so it's on the other side of the crates is what I'm looking for. Alright. I don't think it's going to be a short video anymore. It's going to take me probably 40 minutes to back it up this way. Yep, get it in there really tight, hopefully. Now I can't see nothing. I think we're okay. It's looking good. A little tight on this side, but what I can do now is hopefully square it up. There we go. I think we got it now. Yep, now we're home free. There we go. Well, it's still only 3:30. So I'll have to see what we got here. That was an interesting parking job, if I must say so myself. Oh, I think we're going to be just shy of... yep. So 500 XP shy. So I think we need, well, if you do the math, 2,300. Well, that's not too bad for the experience. What do we get actually for parking? Base reward, proficiency in bonus, long distance, urgent delivery bonus, trailer maneuvering bonus. Is trailer maneuvering bonus special? You know, we got experience parking on, so maybe that's what it is. I have no idea. Well, let's go ahead and look at the job market. Like I said, we got about an hour and a half to burn here. I mean, that is an interesting load, but I mean, that's going to be something, yeah. And they're expecting that. Where's the... That is an interesting delivery. They expect it not until Wednesday. And today is Saturday. Why so much time? Anywhere from Saturday to next Wednesday. They're expecting it. That's kind of interesting. There's something to catch them. I almost said ketchup, but it's ketchup. But we need something with like 500 XP, and that's not going to quite do it. These deliveries definitely would, so... I mean, I could take these deliveries and not start them until next episode, but yeah. Right now, I'm just looking for a Boise to Boise turn. It's something, you know, really quick. I can get done in like today, basically, before our clock runs out. But I'm not seeing anything from Boise to Boise. Unless I go, hang on, external contracts? If I go, not price per distance, but I put down route length this way. No, that's the wrong way. Let's go route length this way. Yeah, so Boise to Boise. Yeah, we're only going to get $319. I'm not going to get paid that much. It's just a lot of shuttling around, so it's probably not worth it. Yeah, so I think we're just going to go ahead and see what we can pick out here. Like I said, I want a load that's going to be worth it. It's a 3-hour trip, so I'm not going to finish that. All right, Peanut, how about if you just pick something out, or we go to bed and see what's out for next episode? Anything interesting? I'm looking at mostly this over here as well. So I'm looking for like fragile and all that kind of stuff because I'll give us more experience in doing those kind of deliveries. And there isn't much right now. I mean, there's some good ones here at the beginning. But this will set up a whole sequence because of these are escort deliveries, so it's going to set up a whole sequence, and yeah, I can just wait until tomorrow. So let's not even bother with that. Let's go ahead and find a place to call it a night here. Well, looks like that's a garage, but I think we need to go over to here because I need to gas up, put some fuel into it, and rest on up. So let's go ahead over to there and get a move on. And watch, I'll probably be right back here tomorrow at Best Buy getting a load to go wherever it is we're going. Yep, I stalled it. You saw it. You heard it. I did it. Make sure you come to complete and full stop. I mean, by the time we get to our where we're sleeping tonight, where we're going to be calling it quits. I mean, it's 4 o'clock now, so well, it'll be 4 o'clock when we get there, so not that bad, I guess. We're just wasting an hour, but overall, not too bad. And the loads that we had to choose from, I mean, the special transport deliveries that we could have done. I mean, there'll be some in the morning if we want to take them. Those should definitely give us enough experience points to get to level 21. But if not, we'll see what other kind of loads we can get next time. Keep it under the speed limit. We don't need no speeding tickets. You had a hard enough time last time. Well, the fines and the accidents. It's a nice little gas station, I would assume it is. Yeah, the white truck, just pure white everywhere is just, I can guarantee you this, it's not going to be that plain once we put the paint job on there. And who knows, like I said, if we do like 10 episodes, I may, now that I got the paint jobs kind of, I don't want to say fresh back in my memory, but, you know, got a little bit more time to doing paint jobs again. Maybe I'll create something a little bit more different. And the good thing about me doing the paint jobs, I can make them cost anything I want. I can even have them for free when I put them into the game. Let's get to our rest area, fill this up with some diesel fuel, find a good parking spot. Now, I have been trying to think about staying around the California area. That way, when the 1.41 comes out, that we can travel to Northern California and have a quick look at the new parts of California that they've did over. But at this point, I think we're just going to, just take whatever load seems right. I think we will avoid, though, like the northern parts of the coast-to-coast map, just because there's nothing really there to see. But, anything in the southern parts, we'll probably, heading back to Louisiana, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida. Yeah, we could do something like that. It's nice to see some more money coming in from our drivers. Alright, we're going to come in over here. Actually, let me take this one over here. No rhyme or reason, just because it was calling my name. $2.34 a gallon. I think we use, it looks like we use about a half a tank, so 115 gallons maybe. 101. Alright, let's go ahead and just, park anywhere. We'll come over here where it's probably a little more quieter. I thought about parking there, but that's next to the garage. Don't want to hear trucks backing up all night into the garage. You'll be hearing the beeping sound. Looks like I'm the only one here that's bobtailing it right now. Alright, parking brake, turn off the engine, and there we have it. We're spending the night in Boise. Not sure where we'll go and walk around tonight for a little while, but we'll do something. Anywho, let's go in here because I do want to see driver manager. So Paul M is the one that took her over for Harry P. I'm not going to say much, but right now he's earning $2.63 a mile. Go figure that one out. Yeah. Any other driver that's earning below... So we got one here, Mini-Me. It actually is Mimi M. I don't know. But, yeah, $1.38. So right now she's... is she? She? Yeah, she's the lowest one bringing in right now. But that's quite all right because... Well, actually, she's leveling up. She's at 4.2 rating. Not too sure. But that's not too bad. All right, so you're on balanced. You're on long distance. Yeah, the new driver is going to be a long distance, so they get 3 points in a long distance. You're on balance, so you're all set there. Yep, you're all set there. They're all sleeping. They'll be working overnight. And, of course, we're all on the road here. It's all looking good. I'm not going to go see how many deliveries are being done. We're done doing that. So, let's see. We are making... Where is it? So now we're making... Actually, pretty darn good money per week. At least that's what it's saying. So let's just slowly go on up. We're doing well, but the next step is next episode. We'll definitely hit level 21. Well, I shouldn't say we will hit level 21, but at the end of next delivery, we'll hit level 21 after we get wherever we're going. And then we'll do some more upgrades on our wonderful Mack Anthem truck and slap the paint job on it. So it's gonna look pretty darn good with I almost gave away a couple things. With the chrome, at least, yeah, because we're putting chrome on a lot of things. And I got a couple more things to do to the truck. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.